Here we are, day 10. Dun dun, Rob here, Trail 2323. Today, the only goal I have, because it's a Saturday, I have things to do, is to get this side wrapped right here with the sheathing. I got not the sheathing, the house wrap, because it's supposed to rain really bad tonight. So I want to wrap this side right here with the house wrap I have laying down somewhere over there. But before I wrap it, if you recall, I liquid nailed some of this. And I'm just gonna go over the parts that kind of opened up a little bit. I'm gonna liquid nail. This is interior, exterior, heavy duty construction. Bonds at extreme temperature, 200% stronger than fasteners alone. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and make sure this is all liquid nailed in there right there. All the way back there, you see the hole. I might even actually do this part right now today with the little tin. I don't know yet. I got the tin to wrap that with. So I'm gonna liquid nail this, and then I'm gonna take the measurement. But I'm gonna go probably 2 inches over on this side, and then the measurement is actually coming all the way around to the 2x4s on this side right here. It's gonna wrap all the way around this way. So heard a ladder fall, and I know there's a guy over there. Hopefully he's okay. Liquid nail all up there, so all the holes are completely sealed. Now this is 85 inches right here, 85 inches. I added 2 inches on the other side. This is 7 inches right here, so 85, 86, 87, 88, 9, 90, 91, 92 inches I need wrapped around, and the paper is actually 10 feet. So I'm gonna just go 92 inches, kind of keep it square, and cut it right across. Now this is the other side. This always had this bottom part on it, but since I raised it, you can see through here. So what I'm probably gonna do is measure the distance between here and here, and put strips 16 inches on center, or lay them across sideways, and then shoot another piece of plywood to match up with this, so I can vinyl side all the way down is what I'm gonna wind up doing. Because you see, when I put that in, that's in from here because it was based upon the old wall. Now this is the new wall, but the plywood has to sit on top of it going that way. So I'd venture to say, if you look at it right here, it'll need a 3/4 inch furring strip all the way across with a 3/4 inch strip, and then the plywood will sit flat. So with furring strips, you could just shoot them or glue them up and down, and then put all the plywood flat. That's painted, it's not gonna absorb water. This isn't, this will absorb water. So 92 inches. Here we go. Man, it's gonna be a terrible day to hang this. See how windy it is outside today? All this is gonna get stapled down today. It's supposed to rain pretty bad today, that's why I'm getting this up. But you see, they're all marked with these blue lines. So I know I need 92 inches, so 94 inches is the blue line. 94 inches of blue line. So what I did is I rolled it back up to that blue line, so I know if I cut along the roll, I'm within my 94 inches, and I have everything bricked out and laid out pretty nice. So I got my little trusty knife, hopefully it's sharp enough to start cutting on this blue line. But as long as I stay along the roll, I'm good to go. My CRKT minimalist survival knife. Close enough within government standards to what I need. So I'm actually gonna roll it up, because I'm gonna start stapling it to the up there. Aha, let me show you something with this arrow. When you put it in, this right here, the staples actually go in the bottom. The staples will fit on the top, but they actually go in the bottom. That's where the spring actually holds it together. Shouldn't have done that with that on, but I just seen that. Now let's see, it goes on right here. Right here. Staple holds it right in perfectly. All right, I don't want to shoot through the paper, so maybe I might see. I don't want to have to go ahead and take that all the way down. Pressure, well, because I got to finagle my air pressure thing that actually comes off between my guns, because I have to keep unscrewing it off all the guns. That kind of went in there really tight. So Let me go get the plastic and we'll see if it shoots through or holds it. Look at that, the kid kind of knows what he's doing. One wrinkle I had right here. I stapled it, and this is supposed to drain the water, so it'll drain the water outward. This right here, let me explain to you with this blocket and Tyvek and all that. See all these little bubbles in here? All these little bubbles are here so the water could drain out of here. The worst thing is, there's a good thing and a bad thing. You need to try to, of course, you want no air to go into your house. But the bad thing is if you get moisture in there, you don't want the moisture to be trapped in there and not have a place to go, because that's what'll really kill your wood. The moisture that can't go anywhere. If there is some moisture in there and the air could get it out, the wood will be good to go. But if there's moisture in there and it can't escape, that's bad on the wood. But with the little measuring things, I just hit a staple in everywhere one of those were. And then now I'm coming around the corner on the other side. So I got plastic up there so it wouldn't get wet. So I got to take some of the plastic down and then finish wrapping that around here. But the top crown, see, I took off the top crown on this one. And that crown right there is coming off also, because it's going to be 3 weeks wait on the color vinyl that my wife wants. So I'm going to put a white J channel with the soffit this way. The trick is, I got a crown out here also, so the fascia won't fit. But let me show you right here. There's a crown right here that I actually stapled in, because the other crown was rotted out right here, and then over here there's another crown that was stapled in. See the other crown right here? It was a white crown that I just stapled in with a nailer. You can't even tell, but let me tell you the secret. Shh. That crown is plastic, so it'll never rot again. All right, so that's what I'm probably thinking about doing. I'm probably cutting off this crown right here, putting the fascia up, putting the fascia up after I cut this off right here, and then putting a plastic crown up on top of that, and the whole back part is gonna be maintenance free. I told you I'm gonna do about this. And since I'm out here, I might tin snip and start framing this right here. I got the metal piece to go around that with the caulk. Dang it, I should have brought a pencil up here with me. You see the markings right there? I got the markings on that because that's where my 2x4s are. All right, so I want to know where the centers of the 2x4 are so I can put a mark up there and hit it downward. But I'm gonna cut that off. So, well, right now, so that could staple all the way around. But also that's where my J channel is going to be, because these soffits, see, they're painted decently, but we're going to wrap them with a regular soffit and put a J channel up in there instead. And then right here is only going to come up to right here, the soffit, and then I'm going to put another a piece of fascia that goes around here. So either way, I'm going to cut this out and get this ready, finish stapling the house wrap in, and pretty much done for today. It's a short day today. Vibrating saw, I always just cut little sections like this because it's easier to pop them out. But another thing I want to show you is up here, that's going to get caulked like I showed you on the bottom. I'll show you on the bottom again, but that's an air leak. So I try to just seal as much of those air leaks as I can. Day, yeah, right. I started ripping off all the crown up there, all the corner bead right there, because I know the plywood's gonna go all the way up to that, and then I'm gonna put the J channel coming down from that. Now this is wrapped only around 4 inches on the corner, and the plywood is actually gonna go over this right here. Plywood, the next one coming across this way. This whole half is ready to be sheathed. But what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna lift the wire right here to put the electric wire, to put the drywall, the sheathing and the vinyl siding under it. Then I'm gonna cap it really nice the way I decided. So I started ripping all the way that down because I know stop right here is where I know I'm gonna finish wrapping everything. And you know me, I hate about bugs, bees, carpenter ants, anything getting inside the house. So that's gonna be like that. So I sheathed it, but I did put ortho in it already. And everybody, Rob here, Trev 2323. I'm still on day 10. I wrapped the whole house and everything, but this is the little piece I have sticking out. I got to fill this in with mortar, but before I mortar this, the mortar will dry the hell out the wood. I actually bought little pieces of tin. You come on this way. Come on. I bought little pieces of tin that I'm gonna wrap this with before I tuck point it, and I might shoot some spray paint on it. These pieces of tin were 69 cents. I got the tin. I actually got some galvanized nails and a tin stick to bend this in place. I got the square because I'm using the top of the square if I need to do any more bends. So if you see this right here, is already snipped with the tin snip, because that was going to be my first bend right here, but then I came across that little angle right there, so I'm going to have to do a couple extra bends. I'm going to snip this right here to try to shape this. Basically, you're just trying to fabricate this shape right here, but I'll probably spray this right here with just a primer, spray paint, or a 2-in-1 right here. Now you don't really want this little piece right here. You need to, guys, I always say you need some weed pull somewhere so something can come down. And I kind of caulked that in there, but if you have a little weed pull, something so some air could get in there, because if it does get wet, you don't want it to stay saturated. It's all right, close enough for government standards. This right here is going to be, this is red house wrap tape. I'm just going to wrap around this. I don't want nobody to cut their fingers on this right here. This right here is going to get mortared in. All that's going to get mortared in, so that's not exposed. I'm actually thinking, this is like an 1/8 inch overlap right here. I'm thinking on getting 10 foot of this and putting an 1/8 inch lip on it and put it in here before I put the J channel on, to get like an 1/8 inch, bend the 1/8 of an inch in right there, put it this way, 1/8 of an inch this way, and then go ahead and put the sheath and the J channel on top of that, because there's going to be an NJ channel here, there's going to be a corner here, there's going to be an NJ channel up there. So we'll see what happens. Right now I'm just putting some house wrap tape on this part of it. All this is going to get nailed in with the all this is going to get nailed in anyways with the siding. It's going to be a little bit harder to nail, but it's worth it either way. That's, you know, with aluminum cap right there, so this way the wood isn't exposed in the element, is really what it is. The wood is not exposed in the element, and even when I mortar it underneath here, there's going to get a little chance for it to dry out. You want it to be able to drain and dry out. All right, so what I did is I mixed up a little bit of mortar, and we're going to put the mortar in right now. Episode, you can do it! Look at 60-pound bag of mortar mix. Family Dollar garbage can, Family Dollar putty knife, $3.99 mortar tool. All right, let's go see what I did with it. In my store, I'm on day 10, changing all these old 110-year-old windows, but this is where the main beam sat in. See, oh, that looks kind of hokey and crappy or whatever. I used that little mortar mix. 60-pound bag of mortar is like $5. The garbage can was like $1. The putty knife was like $1, $3.99 for the thing, and I was able to fill all that in myself. This is actually a broken brick that I filled in myself. All this red tape is just because I don't want nobody to cut their hands on it until I put the siding up over here. But that's what, like I said, it's cost me $10 to do that little bit of tuck pointed. Over here it's really bad. I got to do a little bit better, but since I had a little bit leftover mortar, this is a little bit bad side of the brick in the corner. I don't know why this corner is actually going really bad, but this one was already, this is not my house, but this was already really bad. See, it's still coming apart again. So these are 110-year-old houses in Chicago. I don't know what's going on. This was all regular windows. I got the glass blocks for free, and I glass blocked them in with bricks and shaped the bricks myself. You know, I don't do everything, but I do whatever I can, you know, to save me money. Everybody wants to save money, so subscribe to my YouTube channel, Trev2323, YouTube TRAV2323. Thanks for watching.